Welcome to Fanatics Live, where we virtually connect you with your favorite stars and athletes right at home. Tonight, we will be meeting with fans, signing autographs, and engaging in live Q&A. Now, let's welcome our host.
Hello, everybody. What is up? My name is MC, and I'm very excited to be back hosting today's episode of Fanatics Live, bringing your favorite athletes and stars to you right at home. Before we get started, I would just want to let you know that tonight's show is brought to you by the FanChats Rewards Card by Fanatics. As a FanChats Rewards card holder, you receive access to benefits and perks, including unforgettable experiences with athletes just like this one, earn 6% fan cash on every purchase, exclusive deals, offers, and much, much more. I'm very excited to host this particular show because tonight's guest is from my very own alma mater, the University of Mississippi. He went on to play 16 seasons with the New York Giants. He won not just one, but 2 Super Bowls against the Patriots, and he announced his much-deserved retirement just last year in 2020. If you're watching at home on Facebook, Twitter, or on YouTube, be sure to show some love for Eli Manning in the comments. That's right. Eli Manning is on today's Fanatics Live episode, so I'm not going to make you wait anymore. Let's bring on Mr. Eli.
Hey, MC, how you doing? What's going on?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So glad to see you. How you been?
Doing well. So just, just signed a few autographs and hanging out. Glad to be on with you today.
Well, good. I know we've had the pleasure of working together before in person, before the pandemic hit and before life took a crazy turn, but it's kind of fun to be able to catch up with you in this virtual world. So what has the last year looked like for you?
Well, it's, obviously it was a little bit different having retired from football, something I've been doing for the last 20 years and not going to training camps. And then all of a sudden, kind of a month after I retire, we go into a pandemic and instead of, playing golf every day and relaxing and traveling around, I'm teaching 3rd grade math and, a rhombus and trapezoids and quadrilaterals. So it was a little bit different. So, but we got through it, and 4 kids now, they're all, back in real school. And so I got to coach some of their sports teams, coach 3 of my girls' basketball teams this fall. I got a little softball practice later tonight. So, just being involved with them and a lot of their activities.
Yeah, look at you becoming a utility athlete. We're going to be a little Renaissance man playing all the sports. Well, also this past year, we got to work together on the All-In Challenge, and you came up with an amazing donation to support food insecurity during the pandemic. We went on to raise upwards of $50 million for that fundraiser. So just tell us a little bit about how you came up with this idea for the donation.
Yeah, I thought it was a wonderful idea. Obviously, there were so many people in need, and I was thinking of a cool experience, and so my brother was doing golf. I didn't want to copy him, so I said, I have this Corvette. It does not get driven that much. My wife does not like it. She doesn't, refuses to drive in it with me. So I said, you know what? I think this could be something cool. I know there's kind of a world of people who collect Corvettes into that, and so I said, how about I'll donate my Super Bowl 46 MVP car, which is that Corvette, and then with it I'll bring it out to you for the meet and greet, and so it was great. Got to do it a few months ago, and the guy was actually from Denver, so I kind of went out to Denver, dropped off the car, got to go visit with Peyton for a few days, so it all worked out.
That's awesome. It seemed so cool, and I know that was a crazy whirlwind. We were just figuring out how can we help, and it was an honor to be on the team and to help work, sort through these donations and see what was coming in. It was just crazy what was happening. So we appreciate your participation and glad that winner already got to get their experience. That's so much fun.
Yeah, we had a good day. Went to his house and had a little lunch. Drove the car around a little bit through the football, and so it's still a little weird. Some of his family was there, his kids and grandkids, but I could they
from afar.
I kind of had to wave to them. So, but I think we made the best of the experience.
Well, good. Thank you again. And if you missed out on any of the All-In Challenge, you can find it on our social media to see who all participated. It was a really fun time. Okay, that's done. I'm going to just take a break on talking because I could talk to you all day. I'm going to toss it over to our guests who are dialed in live right now, who are going to ask you a couple of questions. You're going to sign an autograph for them. Are you ready? They're excited.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's go.
Up first is Ed. He is calling in from Woodbridge, Virginia. And during quarantine, he said he was able to master his grilling skills. So he's a little bit of a master on the grill. I want to hang out with Ed. And he has a man cave that you're going to see in a second that is dedicated to 3 teams. And that is the New York Giants, the Knicks, and the Yankees. So let's bring on Ed.
Hey, Eli, how you doing?
What's going on, Ed? How you doing, pal?
Oh, man, this is awesome, man. I'm doing good. Just trying to stay safe,
I hear you. I like that man cave. It's looking good.
Hey, I got nothing but you guys up in here, man. I represent all day. So
I see it.
Yeah. Hey, question for you. I know during the last part of your career, I know the Giants were kind of like struggling a little bit. At any point in time, did you think about just kind of leaving and going and joining another franchise?
No, never had a desire or ever thought about leaving the Giants. I think when you first come to the NFL, you kind of want the team you start with. Ideally, you would like to finish with them. Now with free agency and everything going on, it doesn't happen that often. But for me, I've been there so long. I mean, they were and still are my family, and still keep up with so many of the people who work there, ownership, people who've been in the front office for 30 plus years and teammates. So there's no other place I wanted to go. And it was all about just trying to, get back to form, try to win games, get the playoffs, and win more championships for the Giants.
Awesome. That's cool.
I think we got a helmet here for you, Ed. Anything you want me to say? Oh, you got it. Ed, yeah. New York Giants #1 fan. I can do that.
I feel like you're battling for your spot for that #1 fan, aren't you, Ed?
Oh, no doubt. All day. I hope you enjoying retirement. This is my second retirement, my first retirement. I'm on myself right now. I'm retired military, so 22 years old.
Nice. Oh, thank you for your service.
Thank you. Yep, thank you.
I am enjoying retirement. It's been good. I mean, I'm finding different things to kind of stay busy, but doing a lot of stuff with the kiddos and just you kind of been locked down a little. Let me show it to you. Here you go. Boom, boom, boom.
Beautiful.
There you go. Look at that. There she is.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much, Ed. It was nice to be able to have you on today.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Eli. Good luck.
All right, Ed. Good luck, pal. Thanks for everything. Thanks for your support.
Awesome. That was a cool helmet. I didn't see those. Those are awesome.
I know. I never wore one of those.
Yeah, that'd be sick out there. You'd be styling and profiling. Up next is Brian. He's calling in from New York. We got a New Yorker on the line, and he has always admired you for the love that you displayed for the game throughout the pressure of being a quarterback and everything in between, that you just always came out and he could tell that you loved the game of football. So let's bring on Brian.
What's going on, Brian? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
I'm a big fan of yours. I've met you a few times, and I met you at Hamilton a couple of years ago, and then at your meet and greet last year as well. It was nice to see you virtually today. Yeah,
nice to see you again. Everything going well?
All good. I'm so happy to be talking to you today. My question for you was, what was the difference between winning the Super Bowl in 2008 compared to 2012 for you as a player, or in the locker room, stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously for the first time it was kind of new for everybody on that team. Coach Coughlin, from Coach Coughlin. Obviously, some of the owners had won before, but Coach Coughlin, I'd say majority of the players had never won a Super Bowl, from Michael Strahan to Monty Toomer to Sean O'Hara and Brandon Jacobs, so many young guys, and so it was all just kind of new, and not that we didn't think we were going to win the game, but it was a little bit unexpected. Just going into that season, we weren't expected to win the Super Bowl. We weren't expected to make a run through the playoffs. We definitely weren't expected to beat the Patriots in that game. So it was just such a thrill. I think the next time we got there, obviously a lot of us had been there before. We'd done it before. But what you realize is there was a number of guys who hadn't been there, Victor Cruz and Akeem Nicks and Mario Manningham, and you realize you want them to go through that experience. You know how great it is to win a championships, and you want it for yourself, obviously, because that's the goal every season. But you want those other guys, those teammates, to have that experience, and for them, you want them to know what it's like to win a championship. So to be able to give that to them. And have them experience it for the first time and get to see their reactions were pretty cool.
Absolutely, Elaine. Can we smile for the camera quickly?
Oh, we're smiling.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's get that moment sign for you, Brian. That was fun.
Thank you so much.
And great question too. I know it's hard to wrap around all the memories and thoughts of both Super Bowls, I'm sure, but they're both fun. They gotta both
for so long. I followed your career for so long. It was hard to figure out a question, but I thought that was the best one.
Yeah, a great question, because they are different. You know, each one's different, and but both are special. There's not one more special than the other one. You know, they're both we're both awesome experiences, and both had good celebrations after. There you go.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your time today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Brian.
Thanks, Brian. Good to see you. Wow. Crazy good questions. It makes my job a lot easier. I don't have to come in here and hit you with the hard-hitting investigative journalism. So I'm going to let the fans keep going with it. Up next, we have Derek. He's calling in from Oakland, Tennessee. And I liked that he wrote this. I didn't take it personally, even though I did go to Ole Miss. He said he was raised in Memphis, and he was raised to hate Ole Miss. He was not an Ole Miss fan. But he said as soon as Eli Manning was drafted to the Giants, he became your number one fan instantly. So let's bring on Derek.
Hey, Eli, how you doing?
What's up, Derek? How you doing, pal?
I'm doing pretty good. Life is good right now. I'm talking to you.
There you go. Likewise.
Yeah, well, I have a question. It was similar to Brian's, but I'm going to try to flip it. Okay, your Super Bowl 42, you faced Tom Brady. And Super Bowl 46, where once you owned Tom Brady in 42, you had to face him again in 46. So what was your mindset facing basically Tom Brady twice, knowing that he was out for revenge?
Well, I knew, I think for me, we're facing the Patriots, and I'm facing the Patriots defense, and that's what you're going up against. You're going against a Bill Belichick coach defense that was always very multiple. They're going to change up from the first quarter to the second quarter, third quarter. All of a sudden, they're going to have something new after halftime, and then so they're always just going to be very well prepared, well coached, and very multiple. And so that's what you prepare for. But you have to know that when they have Tom Brady on the other side, that you don't want to give him the ball with too much time left on the clock, because he's great at the 2 minute. He's a competitor, and you're not going to have too many chances where he's not going to succeed in those situations. So you kind of feel like you assume you're going to have to score a lot of points, but more importantly is you can't make it easy for him. You can't turn the ball over. You can't, give him a short field. You got to make him earn everything. And both years our defense was playing great football going into those games. So I said, we got to rely on our defense to do their job, and then we got to do our job in critical moments. And so in both of them, I would say he led them on a scoring drive to take the lead or extend the lead. And then, luckily we had the ball with around 2 minutes to go on both games, and were able to make the plays to win, and did not give him enough time to go get a 2 minute drive to win. They were close on both of them. He almost hit Moss on Super Bowl 42 on the left sideline. It was very close. Yeah. And Gronk almost caught the Hail Mary. It's a little closer than both those plays are a little closer than I wanted them to be at that moment.
Yeah, I really almost busted the TV on that play.
All righty, got a helmet here for you.
It's funny how everybody can remember where they were, what their reaction was during those big moments. And I'm sure, Derek, almost breaking your television was a memorable one for you.
Yeah, we was having a Super Bowl party. When they scored the game-winning touchdown, I was out hollering. I was running around the house screaming and hollering. Wife trying to calm me down.
Hey, Derek, what do you want me to sign here? My note says the Big Easy. You want me to sign? Yeah. Is that your name or is that?
Oh, no, that's my nickname I give to you.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
if you didn't have a nickname, I know you from New Orleans. So every time I argue with my brother, I always call you the Big Easy. He know what I'm talking about.
So you're going to write the Big Easy, then Eli Manning underneath it?
That's it.
All right, I can do that.
You said you were from Memphis, though, so you were close to Ole Miss. You almost could have been an Eli Manning fan much longer than you have been already, but you just decided not to.
Yeah, I was a Memphis fan. I can't turn my back on the University of Memphis.
There you go. Yeah, you're a Memphis fan. You usually don't like. Here, I'll show it to you here.
All right, thank you, Eli, and enjoy retirement.
Thank you, Derek. Appreciate it, pal.
All right, thank
Thanks,
you.
Derek.
All right, be well.
Awesome. Up next is Matthew. He's calling in from Sarasota Springs, New York. He is a FanCash Rewards card holder. And he says the skill that he learned in quarantine was changing baby diapers, which I think is a very good skill. So let's bring on Matthew.
Hey, Eli.
What's going on, Matthew? How you doing? Who you got with you?
Very good. We got a couple of your little fans here. This is Kelvin, and this is Mariella.
Hey, Kelvin. Mariella. Good to see you.
So yeah, we're actually in Saratoga Springs, New York. So it's a little different. We got the racetrack going on, but
yeah.
So, I had a question for you. So with tomorrow being April Fool's Day, and you kind of being a renowned prankster, what's your favorite all-time prank?
Oh, it's tough. We used to have some fun during training camp with the linemen, and then during kind of we would report back around March for kind of a spring training, our versions of it, OTAs they call it. We'd always have some good ones there. I don't know if I'm proud of this one or not. One time we had Andre Woodson was a young quarterback out of Kentucky. He came in and it was his rookie year. And we're in these spring practices that are all voluntary. You didn't really have to be there. Most rookies are super encouraged to be there, but he was late to a morning meeting. We used to have a 6:30 quarterback meeting, and he was late. All of a sudden, it's like 6:40. He's not there. And I said, Coach, I got to, use the restroom. I went and I cleared out his locker. I took everything out, and I just wrote a note. I got some New York Giants kind of paper, had Giants at the bottom, and it said, come see me in my office, bring your playbook, TC for Tom Coughlin. I signed it. And so I did kind of warn one guy, the equipment guy. I said, hey, just when he comes in, if he doesn't come in the quarterback room and all of a sudden he starts going up, he sees this and starts going up the stairs, just stop him and tell someone to come get me so I could, I don't want him to get all the way into the office and turn himself in. But definitely got him a little scared. He did come in and kind of get me before he went up there asking what I could do. I went along with it for about 10 minutes and then I let him off the hook.
Coughlin, if you're not early, you're late, right?
I'm still go by Tom Coughlin time, so I'm always 5 minutes early.
5 minutes early, yep.
Everything, it's kind of awkward in these Zooms. Like when you do these Zooms now, and this, your virtual deals, you're like in there and no one else is on there. You're like, oh, I hope I'm on the right place. I'm on the right deal. It's just like a blank screen, so I get a little nervous now, but it's all working out. All right, I got a helmet here for you.
Yeah, those helmets. Really cool. Thank you.
Yeah, Matt,
not personalized, just sign with the two-time Super Bowl champ.
However you want to do it's great.
Yeah, Matt, you got invited to come on the show because you were a FanCash Awards card holder. So we hope that this was a really fun experience for you, and it's just
cool.
Perfect. One of the perks of being a card holder, and we'll talk a little bit more about the perks on the card just a little bit later in the show.
Oh, wow, that's really, really
cool.
I like the helmet.
Yeah, I know. It's coming your way. You can wear it.
Thank you, Kelvin.
Are you a football player?
Too, so.
You a football
Perfect.
player? Yeah. Heck yeah, you are.
I think we got a mini Eli coming up in the league.
I like it.
We better watch
I
out.
like it.
Thank you,
good.
Matt,
Thank you so much.
All right, Matthew. Good to see you. All right, kids. Nice to see you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
So cute. So cute. He was not afraid of the camera whatsoever. So either he's going to be a quarterback or he'll be in my position one day.
Going to the dark side, going to the media.
Yeah. Jason and John are next, and they are calling in from Farmingdale, New Jersey. And it seems to be a common response from the group, but it's easy to be an Eli fan when you beat the Patriots 2 times. So let's bring on Jason and John.
Hello, Mr. Manning. How are you today?
Hey, how you doing, Jason? Hey, John. How are you?
Good. How you doing today?
Good. I've been a fan of you since I was 5 years old. Super Bowl 46 was the first Super Bowl I remembered watching, and I remember I was sitting on the couch and I was watching you hold up the trophy, and ever since that moment, I became a New York Giants fan.
Well, that was a good feeling. So I enjoyed that moment. So I appreciate all your support over the years. It's really nice of you.
Thank you. So my question to you is, what did you love most about playing football?
There's so many things. I love. I grew up playing all sports. I played a ton of baseball growing up. Played basketball all through high school. But I think football was just the fact that you relied on so many of your teammates, and so it's not just one person can dominate a game. It's about bringing everybody together, getting everybody on the same page, and be able to lead those guys. And from the quarterback standpoint, the fact that you got to touch the ball every single play, so you're going to be involved in it, and a lot is on your shoulders. And so you got to be willing to kind of handle that, but also, give the credit where credit's due and compliment your linemen, your receivers, and it's all different personalities that you're dealing with. And so, so I enjoyed that, some parts that I miss. I missed the locker room, just being in there with the boys and the things that go on in there, the pranks and the talking and trash talking but also, just the grinding also in the film room with your teammates, kind of talking with just the players sometimes. Those player-only meetings I conduct with my receivers, and we get on the same page. We get our own little secret check. And when those work, when those are successful, those are, you always felt that the preparation was worth it to get that touchdown, to get that win. So, there's lots of things I still miss about it, but I still love watching it and love just analyzing games and seeing plays and rooting on my Giants.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was a great question. All-encompassing question for a good quarterback. To just ask him what you love. That's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And do you want this? I got your note. It says, never give up. Do you want me to sign it to Jason or to John or to both? Or
it's a Jason and John. It'd be great. Thank you.
All right. Perfect.
I love that. Well, you guys are pros on the show. I'm so glad that we get to have you back, and we hope this was another memorable experience for you on Fanatics Live.
It was. Thank you. Hopefully your daughters will play golf so you can spend some time on the golf course.
I know. I'm trying to get them. I think, my little 5-year-old just the other day, she came up and or she's 6 now. She says, "Dad, I want to go on a golf trip with you." Like I think she hears that maybe going on a golf trip. I'm like, all right, we can figure that out. There might be a way we can go somewhere and stay.
Dad can make that happen. Yeah,
I think we can work that. We can work that out. So we'll see how it goes.
Well,
thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Be well.
Awesome. We have one more. You've been doing great. Handling it like a pro, like the professional football player you are. You're just as good with your fans. Last but not least, we have Nathan calling in. He learned how to play soccer during quarantine. So maybe like the original football, OG football, he learned how to play during quarantine, and they're calling in from Florida. I think he's got a couple of guests there with them. So let's bring on Nathan.
Hi, Eli.
What's up, Nathan? How you doing, pal?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
We're big fans. My question is, after all you did for the community outside of football, how did it feel to win the Walter Payton Man of the Year award?
Yeah, that's one of my I guess fondest moments, and you never go out to try to win awards. You try to win championships. You try to do the right things in the community. It's not about being recognized for your for helping in the community, but for that one it was special. It means that people are noticing that it really means that you have made an impact in your community, that you have helped people. And you're making a difference, and for the NFL to recognize that and to win it, was special. It was also special. I got to win it with my great friend Larry Fitzgerald. We won it the same year, and so Larry and I came into the NFL together. We were up for the Heisman Trophy together when we were in college, and so I've known him for a long time. Always kept up with them, and still keep up with them. But for me to split it with Larry. Was really special, and so it's also the fact that my brother won the Walter Payton Man of the Year award, before me, so we share that, and it was an awesome feeling just to know that you have made a difference, in the community, and for me it's dealing with children with cancer and helping them out, helping them get better, helping children. Really, I say kind of be able to be a child again. And when they're sick and they're dealing with chemo and different things, it's not fair to them. So we've been able to do a lot of great work. And so it was a great honor to get that award. Great question.
Yeah, great question, Nathan. We appreciate you dialing in and asking. We're going to get that helmet signed for you. These are some sick helmets. Where are you going to put this one? Where are you going to display it?
Eli?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, for the first time I started to love football and watch football, my favorite thing to watch was yours and Odell's connection.
Aww.
Yeah, well, thank you. We had it going there for a while. I talked to them. I got to talk to them the other day for a little bit. So still keep in touch with them, and we had a good connection there. And so cherish all your teammates, but he was a special one. He came in and worked hard and made a lot of plays for us.
All right. Well, thanks everybody so much for dialing in. It was so nice to be able to catch up with all of you guys.
Thank you.
All right. Nice to see you.
All right. That's all the live guests we have on, but we do have a couple more people who were able to send in a video from social media. So if you are following us on social media, congratulations. If you're not, you need to follow Fanatics on Instagram. We post before these shows we prompt you to submit your best question to each of our guests. So you might have an opportunity to get your question answered live on the air. Up first, we have Chris. So let's see what Chris wants to ask Eli.
Hi, Eli. I am Chris Donahue, a FanChats Awards card holder from Niles, Ohio. Thank you for some of the best memories being a Giants fan, especially beating the Patriots in the 2 Super Bowls. And I was wondering, after your final game in the NFL, what did you do after the game?
Yeah, Chris, great question. I think my final game in the NFL, I don't know if I remember that. I remember that one. I know kind of the last one that I actually played in versus the Dolphins. I remember kind of coming off the field. I had a feeling that might be my last home game there. My kids, 3 of my girls met me in the tunnel there, and we got to win and kind of got to have my little farewell leaving MetLife Stadium and waving to my fans. And so I think that night I did have a few friends and family, my parents and stuff were in town. So we went back to my house and just hung out and just enjoyed the moment, and just kind of knowing that it might be the last time that you're celebrating a win a football win of mine. So now, hopefully we'll move on to my kids, get to celebrate some victories with them down the road.
Yeah, just a moment to soak it all in. I think that's important. Up next, we have Maxwell and Nala, and I warn you, they are very cute. So let's see what they want to ask.
Hi, Eli. This is Maxwell. This is Nala. And we're from Edison, New Jersey. We wanted to know, what's your favorite fast food? Go Giants!
My favorite fast food. That's a good question. I don't eat much fast food. I'd say, I guess, probably Wendy's. Maybe. But I haven't been to one in a while. So, but growing up, I think that was kind of my go-to. Good question, though.
Whenever you're having a weak moment, like Wendy's just can sometimes make you feel a little bit better. Yeah, I agree with that.
Can't go wrong there.
Yeah. Okay, before we keep going, we're just going to take a short break to hear a word from our sponsor.
Introducing the FanCash Rewards Credit Card by Fanatics. Earn 6% FanCash when you shop with your card on Fanatics.com with exclusive cardholder perks and 6-month special financing on purchases of $150 or more. Text now to apply or go to Fanatics.com.
Like the commercial said, tonight's show is brought to you by the FanCash Rewards Card by Fanatics. For more information on exclusive perks and benefits of being a card holder, you can head on over to Fanatics.com, or you can text the number on the screen. You can text Fanatics to 94323 and apply for your card today. Okay, now is the real hard part of the show. It is rapid fire round. And I know you're pretty good at these. We've had you in the rapid fire hot seat before, so I'm excited.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Celebrity golf foursome. Who are you choosing to be on your team?
That's easy. I got my two brothers and my dad. So right there, we're a natural foursome, and we don't get to do it that often. So me and Coop will take on my dad and Peyton all day.
That's fair. That wasn't really a trick question, but I think I got a trick answer. Okay, Flim Flam or Bim Bam?
Ole Miss. Yes, ma'am. I'll do the PG version.
There we go. We gotta keep it rated. Gumbo or jambalaya?
Yes, please. Where are they? Are you serving that? I'll have both.
Yeah, it's coming down the line. Right when we're done, we'll bring out both for you. And a New York City tourist attraction that you actually enjoy?
I'm kind of ashamed that I really have not been to that many tourist attractions as been living here for 17 years and a lot that I haven't seen. But I'd say just going to Broadway, taking in a play, I think is so unique and different, and they'd never done it before. So the few times a couple of times that I got to do that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's like one of the most New York things you can do. So good job. You checked that off the bucket list. Something non-sports related that you're competitive about?
Hide and seek. I think hide and seek is probably, we play a lot of that. We played a lot of hide and seek lately.
I can tell. Your crowd probably likes that.
I got some good spots. Kids haven't found me yet. I got one spot. I'm not telling them. Telling them where it is.
Don't give up your secrets. Your current favorite show or series that you're watching?
Right now we're watching The Crown. I think I've been through everything else. I think we've hit every possible show that there is. Ted Lasso, I finished that in like a day. That was like I watched one of those and I just fired through. Binge. Yeah, that was a great binge. But now kind of watch with the wife. We've been trying The Crown, so it's going good. It's not a whole lot of. Some of these have been like violent and deaths and kind of get you all worked up before you go into bed. This has been nice and smooth.
Yes, just with some nice accents. It gets you right to bed so nicely.
Not bad. That's pretty good.
Thank you.
I thought you were from Mississippi. That wasn't Mississippi.
Your most ideal weather to play football in?
77 degrees and sunny, no wind.
Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect for a quarterback. No wind. The most memorable win you had that wasn't a Super Bowl?
I think I mean, you can always just take it one step back and say the NFC Championship games, which
right,
is, I mean,
both
are, yeah, I mean, but I think my first win in the NFL versus the Cowboys, my rookie year, took over the starting role kind of, week 10. We had lost 5 in a row. So to get at least one win that year was, I think, great going into that whole offseason, just knowing that it is possible and kind of end on a high note, I think was a huge deal for me. And otherwise it would have been a long off season.
Okay, and last question. I always like to end on a little bit of controversy. Let's stir the pot. If you, Peyton, and your dad, Archie, were all 25 years old, who's running the fastest 40?
Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer. My dad would destroy both of us. So I think, no one would ever want to watch Peyton and I in a race. It would be I don't know if there's, we might run out of time. It was a 30-minute show. We wouldn't finish it. It would just to be continued. So I don't know why we didn't get, my dad was fast. He was like really fast, and we got our mom's speed. I don't know why. We didn't get that gene. So, oh well.
Well, we'll give it up to Pops this one. He wins this round. Well, thank you so much, Eli. This was such a fun broadcast, and I know you made these people's lives just by talking to them for a few minutes. So we appreciate your time, and I wanted to just give you the floor if you want to say anything to your fans or anybody who's watching.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks to Fanatics for putting this on and for everything, working with you on the All In Challenge and everything. Mm-hmm. So and to all the fans, thanks for all your support. Thanks for tuning in and calling in with some great questions. So be well, be safe, and look forward to doing this again, but in person, hopefully sooner than later.
Yes, I think that sounds like a great plan. Thanks so much, Eli, and we'll catch up with you soon.
All right, MC. Good seeing you.
Bye. Okay, everybody, another great show. I hope you enjoy these just as much as we do, because we are not done. We have a full schedule already set up for April. So next week, we are going to be meeting up with Shaquille Barrett from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He just won himself a Super Bowl. So we're going to catch up with him on the 7th at 5:30. And then the very next day, we're headed back to New York. We're going to meet up with Mike Piazza from the New York Mets also at 5:30. So be sure to check out those broadcasts. If you want to watch any of our previous shows, you can head on over to fanatics.com/live for more information. I think that's all of my spiel to give to you guys today. Thanks so much for tuning in. And as always, stay safe and have a great night. Bye, guys.